Alright, hello and welcome to Age of Wonders 3. I don't really have a game and didn't have a game in mind tonight, so I figure, let's just have a random map here. It should be fine. Size medium, game flow, normal, random. Continents, islands. Actually, I think land might be better here. Oh, I know. We'll have a few of the non-combat victories as well, although you technically do have to fight for those as well in a different way. Let's see here. Halfling Theocrat. Sorcerer. Halflings are a pretty interesting race to work with. I think I'll use one of the pre-made characters for this one. Theocrat. Dwarves. Dreadnought Dwarf. Necromancer. There's multiple dwarves. Oh yeah, all the characters from story mode are playable here, so why not? Sorceress Frostling. Frostlings are really weak if the enemy rolls, say, a Tigrin or something, or Orc or something with fire focus, but I guess that's true of everything. By default, you have every race and every class combination for leaders. Let's see here. Sundrin is the main character of the main storyline. Pick the funniest one. There's a lot of weird meme options you can do in this game. Like, technically the one I did a while ago of the Tigrin Theocrat, that's a kind of interesting choice because it has a few unique options, but otherwise doesn't offer too much. Maybe I should go with an... Let's see, I was thinking maybe an Archdruid or a Sorcerer. Actually, is Julia here? Here we are, Julia. Julia was the main character of the previous two games, so I think I'll go with her, Archdruid. Archdruids have a nice... Okay, let's see here. Light magic. Well, creation magic. Instead of light and dark in this game, they're called creation and death, so... Is it death? No, it's destruction. An explorer makes it easier to undo the fog of war stuff, so let's play as Julia. The original Age of Wonders 1 was where I discovered that elf chicks are actually really, really awesome. And Julia's probably the one to thank for that, since she was the main character if you go for the Elven campaign. I want to play the original one again on stream, but it unfortunately doesn't work very well. I guess, okay, Julia of House Enoch. Oh yeah, researching a skill. Summon wild animal, wildlife refuge. Yeah, druids can have a decent... Okay, off the beaten path, oh my. What combat spells do I already have? Rust Strike, Hornet Swarm. Hornet Swarm is actually pretty good, but I may want a cheaper one, but... Yeah, let's go with it. Off the beaten path, just so exploration's a lot easier. A hero join offer, a dreadnought hero. Okay, yeah. We need a hero right away, and that's as good a choice as any, I think. Alright. Hailbirders are good against horsemen, and that includes hero units like, like Karkal here, or Julia herself, since heroes and leaders are all mounted. So if I want to fight them, I might want to stick to spell casting while the Actually, yeah, let's go with these. The Storm Sister here is the main thing that makes the High Elves so really, really good, so you can bet your sweet Bippy I'm going to be abusing those. I'm in no way of an expert at this game, but I know a decent amount, and I'm hoping that'll keep things interesting. Alright, archery. Let's take out the Hailbirder, since, as mentioned, they're kind of the biggest threat to us right now. Storm Sisters. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Storm Sisters not only have really good damage, they also have a useful part that isn't immediately visible. Basically, let's see if I can show it real quick. Stunning Touch. And of course, Shock Bolts. The main thing about these is shock bolts have a chance of stunning foes, as does Stunning Touch. So basically, a well-trained Storm Sister can absolutely shut down an enemy team. And since stunned enemies can't even retaliate, it's actually rather crazy how powerful they can get. Darn it, I lost them. No, you. Oh well, whatever. Finish him off, please. Finish him off as well. At least we got high morale, though it sucks we lost someone. I was a bit too reckless there, that was my fault. Well, it's pretty much always my fault whenever something goes wrong, but... yeah. Well, I guess it's kind of the thing with strategy games. I'm not very good at them, but that's because I like to make risky plays sometimes, and by definition, that means it's not always going to pay off. I want to keep Julia not too far away from here. Elves. North of the Storm Sisters, I need to get the shrine going, but I can't neglect my infrastructure. A storehouse or a builder's hall would be ideal for this. It's probably storehouse, because the sooner this... Actually, no, I could probably go with the builder's hall simply because I'm already a village. Also, I'll do that. But yeah. Age of Wonders is kind of like Civilization, that it has a mix of combat and empire building, but Age of Wonders is significantly more combat-focused. So you cannot neglect your military, even if you're going for a non-combat victory like the ones I have active here. Let's not do that then. Oh my. Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with those guys almost immediately. Defeat all rival empires. This is the main way to play and the one encouraged, but for this game they have tried to act non-combat ones. Construct unity. Once you reach the champion level of race governance, you'll be able to create unity beacon in one city of your race. You have 200 happiness to that race, or you're playing as necromancer, you'll build the unity beacon and light it. The first pair to light it in 2 unites the world under the banner and wins the game. Note that if I do that, it will spawn in generic NPC enemies to try and take the city that you have the beacon in. So they're not going to like that. And of course, master the seals. To control a seal of power, you simply put a unit on top of it after killing the enemies guarding it, and each turn... Alright, there's those 5 seals, I'll have to keep an eye on those, but basically every turn your units stand on there, you get points. Once you max them out, your character... all the power gets released and sent to your leader, who gains godlike powers, and it uses it to take over the region. Again, it's a non-combat victory, but again, NPCs will, Army requires orders. Oh yeah, I need to bring this guy over here because I want my hero to have it as well. Now, these don't spawn, enemies for like 3 turns. So I should have a bit of time to prepare and go in. I think that is a Fallen Archon city, and I don't have... as long as there... I might be able to take it as long as there's no, Titan there, but if there's an Undead Titan, there's nothing I can do. Those guys are way, way too powerful for me to handle at this point in the game. Oh crap, I see it. There's an enemy there. I should really clean that out. Oh well. Some units offer to join for 32 gold. Sure, let's go with this. With Archdruids, I can eventually start summoning some very fun allies near the end of the game, but I'm not nearly as dependent on them as a sorcerer would be. So I will spend a decent amount of both money and mana to get my units going. New day dawns. The dark sun. Oh, I really don't like this one. Visual range of all units is smaller. Manual combat. Here we go. We need to clear this out immediately because it's too close to our main base. Flashbang. Bam. There we go. Units don't attack will have their guard up, which is going to be very useful for me because that means they can't be ambushed easily. High Elf Initiate. He has a range attack, but not a very good one. If they have their guard up, that means even if the enemy flanks them from the side or behind, they won't take extra damage, so it's definitely something I want to keep. Phase. Ooh, excellent. I can teleport. Nothing personnel, kid. I can attack this to knock it down, but it will cost me the guard. He won't. Alright, his guard's down. 5. There we are. And our hero. Can I shoot him with the gun? I am not close enough to shoot with the gun, but I am now. There we are. It's a little painful, but see how this goes. Sprint. Alright, fire, spit. Line of sight penalty. That's going to be a little painful. Oh, of course. That's the thing with halflings. They're not very strong, but they have a chance of dodging everything dangerous. Yeah, when they have that four-leaf clover shows up over their head, that means they were lucky and dodged the attack entirely. But in return, they do have a bit of a... Alright, there's no other here to show it, but basically they're weak to physical attacks, consists of basically the majority of the attacks in the game, period, so it's a bit of a major risk versus reward. Alright, those guys have no choice but attack this crew here, so we should be able to use that. Oh, they didn't. How interesting. There we are. That was a little messy, but we won. Take reward, red raptor egg. Ooh. Alright, in 6 turns that'll hatch into a mounted I can use, which is always welcome, of course. Now let's take care of these guys this turn, because it's a little risky due to not having too much mana income right now, but I really don't want enough time to pass for these guys to start spawning stuff, because that's just going to harass my capital. I do have magic. Rust Strike, what's this? Alright, that works on armored units, but none of these guys here are armored. I don't have the MP for Hornet Swarm yet, so... gonna have to go here. Might be worth making Julia a bit of a bait unit here. If your leader dies, they revive in your capital city after a few turns, so... it's ironically, it might actually be safer to risk your leader in some cases, because heroes and generic units don't respawn. Of course, if your capital city's been lost and your leader dies, you lose, so you want to avoid that at all costs. Alright, just use a regular bow on this guy to finish him off. There we are. The reanimate here will probably resurrect this one here. Oh, they didn't. How interesting. Ghosts revive after 3 turns unless a unit is standing on them on the space they'd revive at, so... Alright, it's a little risky to have Julia there, but I can get her back if she dies. Same can't be said of anyone else here. We lost someone, but we managed to clear out this space. It's just short sword? Okay, sure, we'll take it. Oh, she leveled up. Excellent. Let's see here. Oh yeah, a nice thing I do like about druids is they can give bonus stats to their entire party. I can give everyone frost resistance, light resistance, magic resistance period. These are all really nice if I can stack them. I believe warlords and archdruids are especially good for if you want a leader who just stacks on a ridiculous amount of stats for the party they lead. But I guess for now it might not hurt to have some extra bulk. Hit points, defense. Actually, I think nature's resistance might be good, just because magic resistance in general is a bit hard to get on units aside from heroes. Clerics and stuff usually have a decent amount of it, but it's exception rather than the rule. Ooh, there's gold here. Yeah, it's gold. I'll have Julie do that on her own, since she's on a horse and therefore moves quicker, and I'll move these guys over here while waiting. Here we are. There's a quest available. Tell me more about this quest. Peace Treaty. High Elf Storm Sister. This alone might make this quest worthwhile. I'll take the quest and head on over. If it looks a little dicey, I'll bring in Julia herself, since she should have no problem taking that out. The Dark Sun is really being a pain. Yeah, let's get a storehouse just so because infrastructure really matters. After that, I'll go with the shrine and start working on Storm Sisters. Like I said, those Storm Sisters are the absolute thing that makes the High Elves so much fun to use. Stunning enemies to lock them down, it really cripples their ability to function. Oh my, that's a lot of enemies. I'm glad I brought Julian to assist. Sure, I'll bring in everyone here together. I guess I can wait a turn and just await that for all the healing, for some healing to take place. Alright, this is gonna be a little risky, but probable victory. Let's go with manual combat and make it a guaranteed victory then, shall we? Alright, here we are. Banshee. I should probably take care of those as soon as humanly possible. Alright, swordsman, stand there and be a wall, please. Julia, please use your archery on the Banshee. They have physical resistance, so that's going to be a little painful. I'm pretty sure the Banshee's going to use their wail against these guys. I should spread them out a bit more. Well, if they're gonna do that, I might as well do this. There we are. There we are. This might be a little dangerous. I need to avoid having my healer, not auto combat. End turn. Alright, yeah, let's have him stay behind here and do that. And Julia, go ahead and melee this guy so that he can't go after anything else without getting attacked by you. If you're in melee range of an enemy and try and move away, they attack you. That's what happened to the hero, and that caused him to take so much damage. There we are. High Elf Storm Sister, take reward. Excellent. Julia, I can go ahead and send over here, and I should probably take these guys and head back over to her just to make sure they do reunite. Yeah, I think that was worth almost entirely for the Storm Sister alone. Mounted units are a bit annoying due to the higher movement, so let's wait for our team to heal up a bit before we go on. Box of Cataclysms. One opens box gains plus 50 magic points, but choose a Cataclysm that befalls the world next turn. Alright, this is one of the seals here that will be used for one of the... Here we are. Let's see here. Shooting grounds, provide 50 population. To the surprise of absolutely no one, Elven archers are really, really good, so it's definitely worth having those. Scout training. I actually think this one might be worth it, but I need to get Druidry up because I need my max spell points increased. Upgrade hero. Oh, excellent. Imperial Authority. Ooh, morale. I'm really tempted to get this because high morale means high crit rate and more dodge and reduced damage taken. You know what? Let's do it. Imperial Authority. And we'll give him some extra health just so that he survives. There we are. I guess since we're here, as you can see, these are spells you can have the hero learn. Basically, every character has their own personal spell book. You don't get to research magic for them like you do with the leader with these. Like, I can research these and my leader can use them at any point, but... And these are all Empire passives. The ones with the columns. But each hero can only cast their own. In some of the previous games, your heroes could cast anything your leaders learn, but in this case, in this game, everyone has their own spellbook, so to speak. Finally, ooh, some units offer to join. Oh, excellent. Five. Yeah, we should be in good shape here, and one turn till that's done. Okay, good. Oh good, the whole army's lucky now. There's some good locations for a city if I don't take this one, but I imagine my friendship rank with this city is going to be high enough that I can just buy it, or they'll offer to join me for free eventually. Good. Monthros has produced a shrine. What next? Well, shooting grounds would be obvious, but the temple... Yeah, see, the temple brings Storm Sisters, but shooting grounds is probably worth it simply because, well, Elven archers are as good as you'd predict Elven archers to be. In general, the High Elves excel at ranged combat, as you could probably guess from their Storm Sisters and archers being so good. But their melee units, well, you saw how quickly they fell in battle. And that's partially due to my incompetence, but they're also not exactly the best for melee. Ooh, humans. The game itself insists that humans are well-rounded, but personally I'd say they're actually a lot better as melee units, because they're knights, halberders. I feel like their melee units are just better in the general sense. You know what, let's just buy their loyalty. Because frankly, the sooner we get some more stronger melee units in our empire, the better. Or at least that's my opinion. Good, the raptor egg hatched. He already equipped it, because why wouldn't he? Let's see here. Fire protection, oh my. Well, I guess there's an enemy place down here I'll need to clear out. Let's just go with auto combat. Yeah, the surprise of absolutely no one, those were not remotely threatening. Okay, good. Not having the Dark Sun really helps. Ooh. Ooh, these guys are joining for free. Alright, yeah. Like I said, halflings are a bit of a tricky race to play because they have physical weakness but good luck. So it's a risk and reward. I'm not sure if I'd call them a meme race, though, because there's actually a lot of solid strategies you can use with them. Less. Buffs are pretty nice, but I think scout training might be good just so that I get more vision. Alright. Stone walls are tempting, but let's go. Actually, let's make a couple swordsmen, a couple elf bowmen to protect this area, and then we'll go to temple. Because I want to get these ranged units up as soon as possible. As I said, this game has a much bigger war focus than a standard civilization game, so while the empire building is here, I'd definitely say it's secondary to the combat. And that's both good and bad. Ooh, I can get to these haste berries. Gives me additional movement for the turn. Tempting, that's for sure. Yeah, you know what? I will go over there and clear it next. Mercenaries gather there. Basically, just lets me buy some extra units. It's expensive, not gonna lie, but I'd say it's definitely worth it. Scroll. I really don't like having to fight Phantasm Warriors this early, but they're not too threatening if I need to go there for any reason. Ooh, what's this? Independence. Hello, who are you people? An outpost. Tigrans, eh? Let's go. Oh my, those guys are gonna attack me next turn. Oh, who's this person? Narvek Mortimer wants to join you for 150 gold. Show me your talents. Necromancer heroes are... they're basically hit or miss, I find. Well, I could use a melee hero, so let's give it a moment so I can earn money for that. Alright, let's go here. Manual combat. Actually, can I cast Hornet Swarm? Yes, I can. So you know what? Let's go with these guys. They have a heal they'll probably use, but honestly, I'd rather they waste it like that. Nourishing meal, yeah. Ooh. That was pretty painful. There we are. Storm Sister, take out the Halfling Farmer. Initiate, take him out. Alright, that's all. He'll probably finish off the Initiates this turn. Ow. Yeah, that killed all of them pretty badly. Like most archer... Yeah, the fireworks shooters are the archers of the halflings. Their damage is low, but the dazzling status they inflict is really, really annoying to have to deal with. Oh, dang. He accidentally got himself killed. Well, oh, Julie was going to finish him off unless he got lucky, but he did. How embarrassing for me. Thing to be aware of, even though you see multiple units represent multiple of a particular unit, like there's 4 here, units in this game do not lose attack power like in Advanced Wars. So even though this guy is at only like 1 of his brew brothers left, he actually deals the same damage as 1 at full HP. So you really, really do not want to underestimate the... If given the chance, you want to... Yeah, basically, long story short, if you have the chance, finish off a unit more than damaging another one, because finishing it off means less damage going out, while damaging it just annoys everyone. Let's see here. Anything worth buying? Not really. Oh well. Village of Lilac. Oh, these guys don't want to join for free, so they're not, inherently... Okay. Oh, Julia leveled up. Excellent. Ooh, inflict bleeding wounds. That is extremely good if I can get her... Ooh, natural healer. Yeah, all heroes in my army... Yeah. Natural nourishing meal means she can heal allies, and also... Undead units can be healed, but they're unaffected by the morale bonus, but incorporeal, so ghosts and machines can never be affected. Outside combat, any units in the stack are healed for a maximum of 15, divided by the number of wounded units in the stack. I think this one's gonna be worth it just so that I have it, but bleeding wounds there is definitely a really good one if you want, yeah, I'll just... Actually, Blight weakness. So you know what, let's get Blight protection while we're here, just to kill that weakness. There we go. Blight protection. Evens the High Elf weakness and protection upgrade negate each other. So she's now neutral to a poison. A new day dawns. Tell me more about this quest. Raise the watchtower. I'd really rather not raise a watchtower since that lets me see a distance. Honestly, those guys are really weak. I could potentially take them with just this here. The question is, do I want to? Negotiate. That's a little expensive, so you know what? It's... It's risky, but you know what? Let's have some fun and do it. Time to attack this area for no reason whatsoever. I think it's going to be easier to just take the Tigran city than trying to wait for it to be nice. It's actually a notable thing if I do that because... There we are. Let's poison. In previous games, your alignment, good, evil, neutral, that was determined by what race you play as, but in this game, it's dependent on what your actions are. I don't mind it either way. Here we are. But it does mean difficult decisions like, do I want to wait and make peace with this independent city? Or do I want to just take them? That's an interesting thing to consider. Excellent. Dwarf War Rider, there we are. Yeah, I think that was worth it. And I got some good cash out of it. Excellent. I'd say it was definitely worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the Tigran city by force. They're not gonna like it, though. Beast Mastery. The caster forms an unbreakable bond with the creature of the wild. All the caster's animal and monster units receive mind control immunity and additional resistance. Yeah, if I want to summon a lot of monsters, this is probably a good one. In fact, let's go with Research Summon Wild Animal. Join me. Alright, we'll wait here for him to build a bit of an army. Blood Moon. All units that can do a melee attack deal an extra 3 damage. Ooh. Heroes unspent upgrade points. Interesting. Inflict Despair. Attacks have a chance to inflict despair, causing them to suffer. Ooh, reduce morale. I think I should make this guy a melee, so... Well, first things, I'll upgrade my stats first, because if I'm facing a Dreadnought enemy, that's going to be absolutely pointless, so, yeah, let's wait to see what kind of enemies we're facing regularly. Does he have a weakness? No, he does not. Melee strikes. There we are. Some units offer to join. Sure, why not? Melee heroes are a bit gear dependent, but in the general sense they're really good. Or at least I think so. What's this? Strong. Maybe not yet, but I can at least explore this way with him. Well, first things first. You declare war. Well, that was absolutely pointless of them. I don't know why they even bothered. Yeah, I barely lost anything out of that. The city awaits its fate. Duration 4 turns. Relation, indifference, race, happiness, content. I think this may be worth, actually, it might be worth... kind of want to build it, but at the same time, I'm not sure I have the money for it. So you know what? Let's release it as an independent vassal. That increases the Tigran happiness with me, so that's always good. Natural healer, natural immunity. Befriend animal lets me... yeah, take control of the target animal unit. Against mounted units, ability causes them to go feral mount, and they suffer a huge penalty. Pretty solid, I think, but... I think making her a dedicated support would be a good idea. Maybe a bit of range. Night vision. I don't remember if this map... okay, yeah, this map does have underground, so I might look into that later. Baby reed serpent, invisible due to wetlands concealment. Oh, not a just checkmark to finish the turn. Confirm army movement. We'll explore this way, see if there's anything of note. Summon wild animal researched. Okay, good. Produce hunter. This is one of the druid unique units. I kind of want to get them, especially since as mentioned, high elf ones range units are really good, but druidry is pretty tempting too. Draw running. It's an archer, so you know what? Let's go with the let's produce hunter first. Retreat first, actually. Since Julia's here, let's do this. Yeah. Now there's no chance of failure at all. Alright, what's the enchantment here? Great healing showers. Each combat round, 12% of friendly units and hex units and dispels any fire buffs or fire debuffs present on those units. Machines, undead units cannot be healed by this. Excellent. Alright, yeah, these guys are just getting healed, so let's wait for them to... There we are. Ooh. That was a lot more painful than I expected. Hornet Swarm. Fire... Actually, no. Oh, they killed it. There we are. I actually did not lose anyone. Interesting. I was worried that was going to be a lot harder than it actually ended up being. Well, then again, I did almost lose a hero, so I think that's probably a good sign that I need to be more careful in the future. Oh yes, speaking of casting, this is... I should summon wild animals more. Start spending some on my mana upkeep. Alright, that's a great seal. That is a tier 3. Earth Elemental. Yeah, those guys are really, really tough. Ooh, I definitely want this if I can. Well, first of all, let's go this direction, make sure there's nothing that'll surprise me unpleasantly back here. Still has a quest available. Tell me more about this quest. Undead Scourge, medium. No thanks. I want to explore right now. Oh my, there's a lot more back here than I anticipated. Ooh, actually I should be going over here to try and get these, because that means a free building in my HQ here. And I definitely want my capital to get whatever the best stuff it can get. We meet our first player. You meet Bren. Hello there, is there anything you need? A theocrat. Theocrats, well, won't surprise you, they specialize in healing and support, but they also rely very heavily on their personal class units rather than the whatever racial they are, at least in most cases, because the angels and stuff they can get are really, really strong if you can get them early. Oh crap, he's in need of healing. I'll have to wait a turn just to let everyone heal up more. Ah, the temple's been produced. Excellent. Just auto combat. Yeah, that was a joke. I don't know what they were expecting. Laboratory. This increases research. Support units also manage megalith. Let's go with the laboratory just so that we can research more efficiently. I don't need too many units from there because I'm going to start casting a lot more summons. Now, where's the other one? Here we are. A dire penguin. Excellent. I think dire penguins were a huge meme in the series. least from what I remember. It's been quite some time. Alright. The Forge Priest is the only thing in that stack that's remotely dangerous. Let's go with more Summon Wild Animal. Excellent. What's that, is that a Goblin City? Very likely victory. Manual combat. Excellent. Is this a strategy game? Yeah. It's technically more of a 4X game since it's about empire building and not just combat, but yeah. This isn't a game I liked. I've always liked this franchise, so whenever I want to relax a bit and just do some little strategy, it's what I like to. It's my go-to. Alright, here we are. Penguins! The dire penguins. Assured that there was a trade route, the Frostling people would be profitable trading partners. We followed the direction of the Frostling King Fretic to the blue, northward beyond the glacial fields, across the tundra to a sea filled with icebergs. That's where we saw them first, on the ice, like stiff, fat, dark men with glowing red eyes trundling towards us. But these were no men. They were far, far more deadly. They were killer penguins. Diplomatic Mayhaps Volume 2. I like how each unit has their own little flavor text. Ah, wonderful. Let's retreat these guys. Julia, are you able to help them? No, you can't. I don't have a healing spell to use. These guys are probably gonna... Okay, good. They took the expendable one, which I am honestly rather grateful for. Alright, he's gonna live no matter what now. Independents are moving. Oh crap, I forgot about that. Alright, after they've been killed twice, they don't get back up again, so we're safe. There we are. Excellent. You charge him. I lost more than I cared to in that fight, but oh well. Take reward. What's this? Cuff of the Spirit Slayer. More melee damage, eh? Elemental Slayer. Ooh! Baby Shock Serpent. Yeah, see how this guy's evolved? Basically, the more if I can keep it alive and keep it fighting decently, it'll eventually become something ridiculously strong. And I mean absolutely ridiculously strong. Wizard Hunters. Summon Slayer. This is really good against summoners, against sorcerers if we're fighting any. But for the moment... Forge Aprons, Guardian Flame. This is a heal, so I think it might be worth getting that for my sake. For his own sake, even. Summon Eldritch Animal. Calls upon an Eldritch creature, a random animal. I definitely... Let's get Druidry first, 2 first, since that lets me cast more.